the very first item I would put in my 10 essentials bag is this SOL Survive Outdoors Longer Bivvy. This is the XL version, so big enough for 2 people to be under. This thing is smaller than a pop can, weighs like 5 ounces, and will definitely save your life. Keep you from getting hypothermia. I've spent the night in these SOL bivvies down to 15 degrees. Yes, I was kind of sore in the morning because I wasn't sleeping on a pad, but I was completely warm. I did not suffer from being exposed to the elements. Even if you're carrying a little fanny pack with 2 water bottles on the side, put one of these in. Not only for an emergency where you need to sleep in it overnight, these are fantastic for waiting out thunderstorms or helping somebody at timberline in very bad weather. You come across somebody that's hypothermic, you could save their life with this. Just pull it out, undo it, stand underneath it, wait the storm out, and if you're waiting it out with another person, then you've got body heat from 2 people. The first time Jenny and I used this to wait out a thunderstorm, we were both standing under it. My dog was at our feet. We were giddy. I mean, after the storm was over, our packs were dry, our clothes were dry, the dog was dry, everything was dry. Just shook it out, rolled it back up, put it in my pack. I can't stress enough the value, and get an SOL. There's a lot of junk on the market. These things last. I've used them multiple times. They don't tear very easily, and could easily save your life. So SOL Bivvy, Survive Outdoors Longer. This would be the first item. The second item I would have, cost $10, is a storm whistle. You can actually use these underwater. These are so loud, you got to plug your ears when you blow on them. You can hear them up to a quarter mile away. 3 blasts anywhere in the world indicate you need help. The third item that I would recommend having is a way to start a fire, and I'm going to show you multiple ways. This, again, from the same company, Survive Outdoors Longer. This is a wonderful flint and steel, throws a lot of sparks, and with some tinder you can easily get a fire going with this. No matches. But I like these stormproof matches as well. Again, this is from Survive Outdoors Longer. These stormproof matches, you light this, you can stick it underwater, pull it out, and it's still lit. These are the best emergency matches, and it comes with some tinder right at the top. It also has a striker on the side built in. Completely waterproof. Highly recommend getting one of these. I would get, at a minimum, I would get a small headlamp. And this is the Nitecore, and that's Nitecore, Nitecore. There's links to this on my website, which I'll share at the end. This one charges, has a USB port on the bottom here, rechargeable battery. This thing will last 10 hours before I have to charge it again, and weighs almost nothing, super comfortable. You might just want to get a couple of these, have an extra one in your pack. The next item I would suggest getting is an emergency kit. Now, I like these adventure medical kits. They're fantastic. You can get them at REI. And I like the medical kit 0.7. This is a nice size kit for up to 4 people if you're day hiking, couple people if you're backpacking. And I would suggest including in that kit a signaling mirror. These have a hole right in the middle, so you can just point that hole at the airplane and it will, got to be careful because there's an airplane flying over, signaling your location. I tested this with my drone to see how big is that reflection from the drone's perspective. It's huge. It's like 100 feet by 100 feet on the ground. It's not just this little square. That thing just lights up the whole area. It's also nice to have a mirror in case you injure your face, you need to get something out of your eye, you can look and see what the problem is. So I would highly recommend adding a signaling mirror to your emergency kit, and you can just slide it in. The other thing you want to make sure is if you're on any medications that those are in this kit and that they are cycled, whatever the cycle should be, whether it's 6 months or a year. Make sure that you throw out the old ones and put new medication in so that your kit is always up to date. The best way to do that, put it in as a Google Calendar reminder or whatever reminder you use. I use a spot unit. This is a satellite messenger which shares my location. It has a button indicating I'm okay at this location. Has a tracking which shares my position every 5 to 10 minutes, so it's not reliant on me pressing a button. And if I'm unconscious, that's really important. My location will still be known. And then this last button on the bottom I use, it's a custom message which is David Niels is back at his vehicle and driving home. So once I'm done up here walking around, I'll press that button when I get back to my vehicle, and from that point to when I get home, if there's an emergency, my emergency contacts, Dave and Jason, know that it's vehicle related. Of course, it has an SOS. If I need emergency help, I would have a helicopter landing in this meadow right over here, probably within 15 minutes. And then this is non-emergency help. Let's say I hurt my back, twisted my ankle, I'm not able to move for some reason, I'm not dying, but I need somebody to come and help get me out. So this thing runs on 4 AAA batteries. I use rechargeable lithiums because they last quite a long time, at least a week, leaving this on, because I've done that, just left it in my pack on, and rechargeable lithiums are great. They work just as well as regular lithiums, so I recommend getting them. And I like the Hixon, Hixon brand of rechargeable lithiums. That's a great company. So with this, I'm able to answer that question, who knows my current location when I'm out? Like right now on this rock. Well, Dave and Jason and Jenny, they know my location because I've sent it from here just a few minutes ago. The second question is, when do they expect me back, date and time? So you want to share your route and itinerary and the date and time you are returning. Let's say noon today, July 1st, 2023, plan to be back by noon. So if I don't show up by noon, then the third question is important. What is the agreed upon plan of action if I do not return by that date and time? And that's already laid out. And in the online section for this unit, which my emergency contacts have access to, it shares whether I'm on any medication, which I'm not. I also carry a Motorola Talkabout radio, and I have it set to channel 10.1. So they all have those radios, and if they're coming in, I would have it on, and we could talk as they were coming in. So most of the places where I go, there's no cell service. So all you need for this is a view to the southern sky, which we definitely have here. And this unit works fantastic. So my location is always known. So if search and rescue gets a call because I have not returned, they know my location. They do not need to find me. They just need to reach me. And the difference between reaching me and finding me, they can reach me in a few hours. It may take days to find me. There's a young man they're looking for right now in the Durango area, and he's been gone, missing for 7 days now. I hope that they find him. Had he left the tracking on his Garmin InReach, I hear that's what he had, they would have known his location. It's just unfortunate that that was not the case, and I really hope that and pray that they find him and that he is still alive and safe. So with that, I just encourage you to get started, with an SOL Bivvy, a storm whistle, a satellite messenger, the ability to build a fire, a first aid kit, a signaling mirror. Those are some things that you can start with. I hope this has been helpful. If you have any questions, you can contact me through my website at wildnaturemedia.com, and check out under the Learn More menu at the top, you'll see a link for the 10 Essentials Plus. I have all of these items listed there with links, and I just want to help people navigate boldly and safely in the backcountry. That's why I'm doing this. Enjoy your time afield.